Hey everybody, Frugal Farmer here. This is an old rotary dial phone. And for those of y'all who've never seen one of these, you'd put your finger in like this and turn this dial, and this would catch your finger right here. And if you want to make a collect call, you take that zero and dial all the way around, and you can make a collect call or person to person. And my mama, she was cheap because a lot of times my grandma would want her to call to let her know, she'd call back and asked for one of the kids, and my grandma knew my mom had made it home safe. Mom weren't going to spend no money on no long distance calls. But anyway, phones were a source of entertainment for us kids. A lot of times, if folks were gone and working, we made prank calls. I had this one friend, his voice had changed. He'd gone through that time, and he sounded like a man. Well, he was kind of our go-to guy to do pranks with. And we couldn't look at each other doing pranks because we'd crack up and they'd give the prank away. Well, there was these four sisters who were friends of my sisters. And yeah, I, I don't know if I don't think I terrorized them. I just, I didn't like them, be honest. I just didn't like them. But they were all mean to me. All of us went to church together. And, but there was a little girl across the street from them that I liked. And if we went to their house to visit, I'd always get out in front of their house hoping that girl across the street would come out where I could see her. But anyway, these girls, they were throwing pine cones at me and everything else. So I'd get my friend to call them up. And back then, the radio stations would do like giveaways. A lot of times you'd have to be like a certain caller, like the fifth caller or something. And the rotary dial phones, you had to dial quick. And a lot of times the numbers wouldn't always catch right, so you'd get thrown out of the mix. I never won a contest. And so he'd call them, and we'd sit there and we'd plan this elaborate contest. And we'd have a cassette player. And for those of you who don't know what cassettes are, Google them. It's like a DVD, except it was a reel-to-reel. And I'm not even going to go to 8-track because I'll lose some of you on that. But anyway, we'd have a song ready to play in that. So we'd say, well, listen to this song and name it. And then we'd give them a bonus question that if they could sing to that song, and so we'd have them answering questions and singing the song. And we'd tell them, come to the radio station before 5 tomorrow and pick up your prize. So we did that one time, and they blamed it on me, but they knew the voice wasn't mine, but they figured I had a hand in it somehow. I don't know why somebody would think so ill of me, but anyway, we'd do this. We'd call up, same girls, tell them they need to take their phone off the hook because we were working on the lines, and the phone would be nonstop ringing, so they'd have the phone off the hook. And stuff like that. And they tell their parents, and the parents get mad with them. And I'm trying to think. I don't think we really did anything any worse than that. I think one of them, the pranks was a dog was at the police station with your name and number on it. And there was on a paper tag, and we'd play it out, all the way. We'd tell them, well, if it isn't their dog, they need to come up there and sign a paper saying it is their dog. We did stuff like that. Well, we'd quit doing it. Well, some friends of ours had were taking our little act, and they started doing their own thing. Well, they were calling the same number over and over. It was some girls. So these girls' aunt worked for the phone company. Well, ended up they traced the call. My friends got busted. They didn't get in real trouble. I imagine the parents tore their tails up, but that ended our phone thing. And a lot of times people would call and they'd call up grocery stores and ask, "Do you have Prince Albert and Ken?" And that, they say, "Yeah." So you better let him out before he suffocates. Stuff like that. But just, things have changed with phones now. Thanks for stopping by. Come back again when you will. Share, comment, like, hit that subscribe button. God bless.